Hello, I'm Jenny Choi, and I'm going to present a story the monologue that I have done for this project free analysis. First, I've introduced the source that I have picked is a film called 50 First Dates. It is a production by the Columbia Pictures and is written by George Wing and directed by Peter Siegel. And this film was aired in year 2004, which is a little bit old, but the story is very interesting. And in this project, I would like to use the monologue of Henry to present my work. I think it would be very interesting to convey the message to the audience through the words of a main character. Henry Roth and Lucy Whitmore are the main character in the film, and I will use Henry's monologue only. And Henry loves Lucy deeply, and there are moments that they are forced to be apart by a brain condition and also by disapproval of family. And yet they find their way back together. It is a very touching, heartwarming comedy that I recommend to all of you. And I find it's have demonstrated lots of deep meanings, but there aren't much description of Henry's internal thoughts and feelings. So I believe using the monologue will be the best way to depict the internal ups and downs of the character along the plot of the story, which the audience can relate. And briefly mention about the story. The story is about Henry Roth, who is a veterinarian, falls in love with a teacher called Lucy Whitmore. And Henry used to be a playboy, but he changed fundamentally after meeting Lucy. Lucy suffered from amnesia and her short-term memory only lasts for one day. And Henry met Lucy in an island accidentally and dated her for breakfast in the next day. This is when Henry found out Lucy had an amnesia condition. It was a shock to Henry, but since then, Henry tried all his best to earn and win Lucy's love back again every single day, against the disapproval from Lucy's family and friends. In those happy days, Henry's love for Lucy grew stronger and stronger. And one day, Lucy found out the truth about her own conditions of amnesia, and she felt so severely hurt by the deception of her family and friends. It was heart-wrenching for Henry to witness that. But Henry realized that he shouldn't lie to Lucy even though she has amnesia. And Henry figured out a way to help Lucy to get her life back. But then he hit a new low in their relationship. Lucy was breaking up with him for his own good. But somehow Henry decided not to giving up Lucy. And in the end, which is a very happy ending, with the help of video recording, Henry is able to live with the condition that Lucy has. And at the same time, he pursued his own career plan. And the reason that I am drawn by this film is related to the meaning behind the story. The story tells how powerful love is, and true love is based on honesty rather than deception. And these films have lots of details in the plot and character development that worth to analyze above. And moreover, it reflects the complex human relations and also emotions. And Henry was so happy when he was with Lucy, but he also felt very guilty when he did not tell her about the truth at the very beginning. And he also has a strong fear at every single night. He feared that Lucy will forget him in the next morning, which makes him insignificant in her life. Love against all odds. and in many intricate manipulation of the plot and the characters, which worth to analyze. And this is what I want to show the audience, and that's how my analog related to the film. And this is the reference of the film, and this is all that I want to present. Thank you.